Hey YouTubers, Nick Oz here with a quick instructional video on how to fix your speed paddle wheel sensor on your Seadoo. This method should work for all 2002 and up Seadoo models. This is my 2008 Speedster 150, 215 horsepower supercharged. Love this boat, really fast. Problem is right now I can't tell how fast I'm going because I got a little overzealous with my power washer and accidentally blew the paddle wheel off the back of the boat. It's a tiny little wheel. It's really not made of very robust materials, and I guess when I hit it with the power washer it decided to just disintegrate. Anyway, called up my local dealer to find out how much it was going to cost to repair the issue, and they wanted $300 for parts and labor to fix what is actually a very simple issue. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to do it for about $30 and 5 minutes of your time. I ordered my parts off a company called ohiopowersports down in the States, and including shipping, they sent a new paddle wheel and cotter pin up to me for, again, about 30 bucks. So let's take a look at how we do the repair. Okay, these are the replacement parts that I got online from ohiopowersports.com. Basically consist of the paddle wheel itself and a small pin. I'll show you how to install this in just a second when I remove the housing. Tools you're going to need are really basic. Needle nose pliers, Phillips, and a flathead screwdriver, and a little bit of gasket sealer or silicone. If you know how to use a screwdriver and a set of needle nose pliers, you can do this install. Okay, we're at the back of the boat. This is the housing that encloses the speed sensor, and this small white thing here is where the paddle wheel goes. Now you can see mine is completely destroyed. When the power washer hit the appendages that are on the paddle wheel, it just blew them off completely. So basically what we need to do is remove this housing to get access to the cotter pin and replace the wheel. In order to take the housing off, we've got to remove 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, that are located in these holes. Once we get that off, we'll get access to the speed sensor itself. Now, that's still on there pretty tight. I can't really budge that. The reason for that is that there's some silicone behind this housing which is protecting water from going inside the boat. So I'm thinking the easiest way to get this off is with a gentle pry with a flathead screwdriver. When you're doing this, be really careful not to scratch your gel coat. You can really mess it up. Anyway, here we go. There we go. And that just pops off. Okay, so here we have the speed sensor itself, and this is where the paddle wheel needs to be replaced. There's a small pin holding this wheel in place right now. So the best way to get that out, I'm going to move the camera up a bit. I don't know if you can see that there. There is a small pin located right here that we have to push out. So I'm just going to use the corner of the flathead screwdriver and see if we can persuade it to come out. There we go. Long needle nose pliers, grab the other side, and there we go. Okay, so I have the new paddle wheel here and the new pin that came with it. You need to make sure that when you're installing this, the flat portions face towards the front of the boat at the bottom. And the reason for this is because there's water that comes through this channel, hits the paddle wheel, makes it spin, and that's what the sensor picks up as the wheel is spinning. If you install it the wrong way, it's not going to spin properly. So really simply, grab the new pin, put your paddle wheel in, line it up. There we go. And a last little push. And we're done. Now, before you put the cover back on, you're going to want to reapply silicone to all these areas right here to make sure you don't get any water penetration. So I'll do that next. Okay, the silicone's on. I'm just going to tighten these up. Careful not to over tighten, because you're going straight into the gel coat material of the boat. Okay, let's test it out. So I have the camera mounted to the steering wheel. All I'm going to do is walk to the back of the boat and flick the paddle wheel like so. And we should get a reading on the speedometer. There we go. Looks like the job was a success. So there you go, YouTube. A real simple solution. If you know how to use a screwdriver, you can do this repair yourself. Please don't call your dealer and spend the $300 and waste your time. It's just not worth it. So if you found this video informative, please hit the like button and subscribe, and happy boating. Cheers.